You're doing a very wonderful job staying tuned on Smart 24 TV. Remember, Smart 24 TV is a business channel. Our concept is business 24 hours, 7 days a week. And we are the only ones in East Africa who give you that. So definitely, when you're tuned in, you can expect a lot of business every time, business knowledge from experts, and of course, ideas about how to run your business better, how to be a better employee, how to be a better employer. Definitely only on Smart 24 TV. We are on channel 372 DSTV and channel 394 GOTV and live on our YouTube. Today, we are talking work ethic and work culture. And of course, one of the things that we have actually been able to discuss today is you as an employee must treat your fellow employees as your customers, because definitely this is a chain that, of course, starts from your company, and getting to look at the stages within the production. You definitely have customers on your floor. Definitely, you don't have to look at who is receiving the end products. That is something I just learned from Mr. Ochichi today. Now, let's get ahead, of course, Mr. Ochichi, to have our heads now to the employers, first of all, when it comes to balancing this work environment. There are employers who will put a lot of pressure on the employees sometimes, and despite the employees giving their best 100%, there sometimes they get delays in payment. Sometimes they don't get paid, and we've seen this especially with expatriates. I don't know why it's common that way, but we've seen people, for example, working with Chinese or Indians having so many complaints. I don't know whether we have also a problem on our end, but there have been complaints of so much pressure put on employees, sometimes in an imbalanced way, and that these people claim that they are trying to get the best out of them, out of the employees, but sometimes it looks like it's excess pressure. How do you think employers can balance this need for profits and, of course, providing a very conducive working environment and promoting work ethics amongst employees?
Wonderful question. My entry point to responding to that question is by, first of all, saying that as an employee, make yourself so productive, so valuable, that your employer is every day scared of you leaving. It's within your control for that to happen. And you can achieve that by just stating some of the things that I mentioned earlier on. Outlive supervision. Meet all your targets, exceed them. Seek to improve what you have been doing without being asked to do. Ensure that your work colleagues are better off because they interact with you. If you do all those, you've created an element about yourself which will begin to make this fellow to know that you matter. In other words, he should be the one to be concerned on a daily basis that if John is not around tomorrow, I'm going to get another person. And if he does not get a good person as good as John, he's going to go through those headaches. No employer, no Colo International will enjoy recruiting every day. Recruitment is one of those extremely demanding and complicated engagement. You should be concentrating on serving the customers, planning for more technology, planning for more capital, planning for more expansion, planning to enter more markets. But if all the time you are focusing on replacing and rehiring employees, good luck as an employer, because the market is going to uproot you. So having said that, what I've just said there is, you as an employee, try to outlive a caustic environment as quickly as possible by making yourself almost needed without you applying. And that does happen. Make yourself so good that you are receiving approaches from headhunters every 6 months. And you're saying, I'm here. No, I'm here. No, I'm here. And it can happen.
Yeah.
A good employee is seen by key stakeholders, customers, suppliers, distributors. They all see a good employee. And they all have problems about employees, so they would want to attempt to take that particular good employee.
Yeah.
That said, I want now to turn myself to the employers and say this. Great employees always leave managers, not business entities. In other words, you have got this great outlet that may be called Javas, that may be called any restaurant that you know of. If you see somebody has left, it's not necessarily somebody hated Javas.
Yeah.
Somebody hated a certain person in Javas who gave him that moment. Every day it is vindictive.
Yes.
Every day it is pain. And you just say, for how long can I witness this when I can have an option of exiting? So having said that, great employees always leave managers, not businesses. What are some of those things a manager can have a leverage on so that he can ensure that he serves and looks after a good working team at the business? There may be 5 areas you need to look at. The first area is what we call the culture that you cultivate as a boss. A culture which is erratic, unpredictable, total unstructured. Good people do not want an environment where each morning you turn up, they are shouting at you because you went this direction instead of this direction. The next day you're in that direction where you pushed yesterday and he's shouting at you and saying, don't you see this customer here is standing? Why haven't you served him?
Yes.
Adults hate environments where they begin to look stupid.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter whether it's an askari, doesn't matter whether it is some local employee, people want clarity. What's happening. In an environment where there's intrigue and witch hunting and trying to make sure that you are the one trying to be closer to a boss, that culture is toxic. 30% of great employees, according to research, leave because of the culture of the environment where they work in. The second category of people who get irritated by workplace are those where they have said that statistically 25% of people feel irritated in the environment because of lack of challenges. Humanity is created to receive recognition. But recognition goes with overcoming challenges, progressing, seeing yourself grow, seeing yourself being given more assignments, even if the salary has remained the same. You've been given another assignment, you've been given more responsibility. The boss used to be the one going to the bank. He now says, Mary, as far as banking is concerned, I trust you. You wake up in the morning as Mary and you feel good because the boss has delegated an assignment that used to be within his own domain to now you. 25% of excitement and joy in a work environment is through just giving people challenges. 20% of people who get disgruntled at the workplace is because of recognition. And when I talk about recognition, it's not just about money. It's not about just the rank. The recognition is to simply say, the way you served that customer today was brilliant. Normally, we take 25 minutes to upload a lorry load of items to the supermarket. The way you coordinated with all the uploaders today, you did it in 10 minutes. And we did not disrupt the traffic here. That was brilliant. Then as you give that compliment in a staff meeting, in that week, again, you bring it up. This fellow feels the warmth of recognition. 25% of ability to retain good people or to lose them is failure to offer congratulations and recognition. Then, of course, you get on to things to do with the payment. That's the 15%. 15% is now about remuneration. But this is what I want to say about remuneration. Remuneration, even the employees know that the money you are making is a lot of money and they would want a piece of it. And remuneration can cause disgruntlement even when you are paying the highest scale for that sector, for that kind of a category of employee, when they know that actually they generate a lot of profit for you. In other words, if generally drivers are being given 400, but your drivers are not just drivers, they are drivers, they are also like delivery agents and they speak about content, they deliver all these kind of things. You pay them 1.2 million. but they drive. But this fellow is not just about the steering wheel. It's about speaking about the entire brand of an institution. Now, if your remuneration recognizes people beyond just titles, beyond industry practice, but it's the reflection of profits generated, you have an environment where people will say, I'll never leave this place. I want to be here. They're in the loop, they're being rewarded. And then there's nothing like saying, so long as the title is driver, even when this driver is delivering more, the salary is the same. It's not about equality. It's about equity. Is it equitable given my effort? The title is the same, but my effort is different. To what extent are you able to reward that extra effort? So I have touched those areas where managers need a lot of work to do. But you can see out of 100% of areas for disgruntlement, work culture is 30%, challenge is 25%, that's already 55. 20% is recognition. This is 3. You don't need to touch money to make your team to be happy. So managers have a lot they can do and influence in the productivity of the team without necessarily starting to talk about, they have not increased our salaries. Within this alone, you can have a very well-connected and very productive.
Just to be sure, you say recognition, that is one.
The first one is the work culture.
The work culture, building a work culture.
A work culture where people feel that they're empowered and there are no transparent issues.
Yes.
Everybody is knowing what's going on and there are no intrigues, there are sabotage. Work culture, that's 30%.
Yes.
The second one is challenge.
Yes,
giving people a challenge. Challenge a person. Give a person a challenge. That's 25%. The third one is recognition.
Yeah, wow. I think the employers out there just got that nugget there from Mr. Chichi. Mr. Chichi, our time is fast spent. As we wind up the show, what advice in general would you give, first of all, to employees who are turning into entrepreneurs? And what advice would you give them, especially when they are still in the work environment, when they're still under the employment and they are trying to hope and see that they work hard to own their enterprises in future?
My advice to anybody who gets a job is that first and foremost, the day you sign that dotted line to accept that job, and even if they don't give you to sign anywhere, they have told you, yes, come and start work. The moment you get in there, remember that the world of adults rides on value transferred to the customer. When you get inside there, recognize there are two types of internal customer
and the external customer.
So the money is coming, no problem.
Yes.
But just get in with that attitude, number one. Then number two, move away from focusing on the monthly check. You came in, it was not there. Now you have come in, out, it has come. But you are going to have more aspiration that will eat upon this and you begin to feel pain.
Yes.
So focus on growing yourself using the current employer. And a growing employee will be seen in the way they exercise their energy, they suggest ideas, the way they focus on the customer. That employee is building his skills. And the skills are not measured in terms of years of employment. They're measured in terms of what he has mastered on a daily basis. Do not measure your skills or your experience basing on longevity of contracts you've signed and completed, but check on how many customers you've served and how many skills you've been able to diversify and build over time. But as I do all this because ultimately, at one point, all of us will have to have our own businesses.
Yes.
Because even at the point when you are still in your 30s, the salaries we are giving you, we are saying, we do not expect you that when you receive the salary on the 30th, by 29th of the next month, you should have eaten it all. We expect you to have saved some. But whatever you save, you are supposed to invest it. And part of the investment experience is by you monitoring and seeing what's happening at your place of work. Why are people made to come on time? Why are people supposed to follow rules? Why are people supposed to have bosses? All those are things you should understudy, because one time you will be the one running an entity that will require all these elements of what it takes to create a great workplace.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Chichi, for those very wonderful insights. Now, finally, your last short, especially to people who would want to access Enterprise Uganda, how can they reach out to you and what should they expect?
Enterprise Uganda is located at Lumumba Avenue, plot number 38. My telephone number is 0772 699 808. At Enterprise Uganda, we deliver business skills that make a difference in the life of an entrepreneur, in the life of anybody with a salary, in the life of anyone about to access their money at NSSF, in the life of anybody who thinks PDM is a solution for their problems. Before you touch that money, do you have what it takes to deliver lasting solutions in the marketplace? We at Enterprise Uganda will make you grow from whichever level you are in to a level when you will be recognized, not just in this country, not just in the African region, but across the globe. That's our mandate, and we deliver it ruthlessly and relentlessly.
Thank you so much once again, Mr. Chichi, and thank you so much for our viewers who have been able to stay with us this long. It was a very, very, very wonderful discussion, and you can definitely, if you've missed something, you can go back to our YouTube channel. We always have, of course, the videos there. If you want to check out something, if you want to understand something further, and you can also reach out to us on our various social media platforms. Mr. Chichi, I hope to see you soon, sooner than later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for definitely giving us time.
A pleasure, and I've been very happy to be here.
Thank you. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a very wonderful night. Goodbye for now.